Hey guys, it's Chris from Double Eagle Gunworks, and we're inside today going to be talking about eye and ear protection. And there's all types of eye and ear protection available, from real basic all the way up to pretty technologically advanced type stuff. But the biggest takeaway from either one of these items is that you want to wear eye and ear protection when you're out shooting. You want to be able to protect your sight and protect your hearing, because if you damage it, then you're not going to be able to get it back. They haven't figured out a way yet to be able to rebuild your eyes or rebuild your ears back to the levels that they were before you damaged them. So you always want to wear eye and ear protection to keep yourself safe while you're out shooting. So we'll just start with some basic eye protection. And your eye protection can be just simple, basic safety glasses, just something that is going to protect your eyes. So when you have them on, it wraps around your eyes so that everything is protected. So if when you're shooting and a case might come back at you, and it's not going to be able to hit your eyes and damage your eyes, or any powder or anything that's coming off of the case while you're shooting, it's going to not be able to get into your eyes. So it can be as basic as these. Kind of the next thing up is have ones that are color specific for what you might be doing. That the color of the lenses helps you pick up a particular target when you're out shooting. So you can use those different colors and help protect your vision, and also be able to help pick up your target a little better. And the last one that I've got here, these are some that I purchased recently, and these are for the old guys, or ones that don't have real good close-up vision anymore. When you put these on and you're sighting down the gun, or you got the rifle in there, it's got a top focal lens, so it magnifies the top part of the lens, so it brings those sights back into clear perspective for you, instead of when you're holding the gun out and you're looking through just normal shooting glasses. The sights may look a little fuzzy. Granted, the rear sight's supposed to be fuzzy to begin with, and you're supposed to focus on that front sight. But if the front sight and the rear sight's fuzzy, then it's going to be hard to hit your target. So if you can use the magnification on these glasses, it helps bring that front sight back into focus so that you're able to get a good shot off. Now, the glasses like this have different prescriptions available. They go from just your basic 1.0 all the way up to, I think they do a 3.0 on the magnification. So depending on what your magnification you need to be able to read when you're just reading up close, it's going to be very similar to what you would need on these glasses to be able to see the sights on your gun more clearly. And the price ranges on these things, your basic glasses are going to run probably anywhere from $5 to $10 to get a basic pair of glasses. And then they get a little more expensive when you go up to the colored lenses. And then ones like this, depending on what you get, this one comes in a set. It's got the clear lenses, and then it's got a dark bronze type lens, and then it's also got the yellow lens as well that comes in the set. So these glasses with the three sets of lenses that you can change out in the frame was around $100. And they have other packages available that you can get more options to go with these things. But SSP Eyewear, great company, great set of glasses. Been able to pick up the front sight a lot better now since I've got those. I thought my aim was really off until I got those, but it was just I couldn't see the target, or I couldn't see the front sight rather when I was shooting. Is why I was missing. Okay, so let's go to and talk about ear protection. Ear protection runs the gamut, from as simple as just basic earplugs. You just push those into each ear. Can't hear a whole lot other than somebody really yelling at you when you're wearing something like this. So it's not going to be something that you can have a really nice conversation with your shooting partner when you're wearing something like this, but it is at least going to protect your ears. And little ones like this, I mean, you can pick these up for a few bucks at most any place that sells shooting accessories. Okay. The next step up from your basic earplugs, whether they be the foam ones or the rubber ones like those, would be your ear muffs. And the muffs will protect your ears from the sound, as well as a little bit of concussive force as well. And depending on how the muffs are made, the decibel range that they're going to reduce will vary from manufacturer to manufacturer. But the way the muffs works, like standard ear muffs, you just pull them over your head and you can pull them down to adjust so that it fits around your ears. And you just put the cup that's inside the muff there over your ears to make sure everything is protected, blocks out most of the sound. And if you're going to try to have a conversation with your shooting partner or somebody in the next bay over, you're going to be yelling to try to talk and be able to hear yourself and hear somebody else when you're wearing muffs like this. So they're a great option for beginners if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money. These will not run you a whole lot. $20, $25, you can get a nice pair of earmuffs to protect your hearing. Now, stepping up from your basic earmuff to the electronic muff like these, with the electronic muffs, they have either a battery that you, just normal AA, AAA type battery that you replace when it dies, or depending on the manufacturer and how much you want to pay for them, you can get rechargeable batteries that go in these, and it'll have a port that you can just plug a USB cord into and recharge the battery while it's in the muff. But the electronic earmuffs work by having a microphone on each ear, or just on, depending on how they're made, may just be one microphone, and it has wires that connect each one of the ears so that it puts the sound into both of your ears. Some of the higher end ones have microphones on both ears, and when the unit is turned on, then whenever there's a gunshot or any loud noise that goes above a certain decibel range, then the electronics in here will sense that, and it will shut down the mics so that you don't get that real loud noise being transferred into your ear. But normal conversation with your shooting partner or the person next to you, then you can hear normal conversations, and you don't have to yell to be able to hear somebody next to you. And it's also easier to hear range commands, or if you're doing some kind of shooting competition, it's easier to hear whatever command the person that is running the competition is trying to tell each one of the participants as they're going through the different stages. So the electronic ones are great, and they have the regular size ones, kind of like these, that just are electronic. But then you also have the slimmer line profiles like this that are designed so that if you're shooting a rifle, then it doesn't get in the way of your cheek weld as much against the buttstock of the rifle. But these are a great option, and the electronic ones like this, usually start for the low end ones around $35, $40 and go up from there depending on how much you want to pay for them. So that's a good option, really good way to protect your hearing, but also be able to hear conversations next to you. And it also amplifies some of the other sounds, like if you're wearing these in the woods, it helps you hear stuff coming through the woods to be able to pick up something that might be coming at you, whether it might be that deer that you're trying to get, or somebody that's shooting close to you, be able to hear them walking through the woods like you wouldn't be able to hear with the standard muffs that aren't electronic, and be able to mic those. Okay, the next option going from just the electronic muffs would be ones like this. This is the Walker Razor XVs that it's a neck type configuration. You just wear it around your neck, and then it's got the earpieces that pull out of each one, and you can compress the earpiece and put this into your ear, and it blocks the sound out, and then you put the other one in, and it would the seal that this creates is what stops the noises from coming in. And like the other electronic earmuffs, these are electronic, and they will clamp down on the sound when it hears a very loud noise coming in. There's different size earpieces that go with these, and it's small, medium, and large. You want to try a couple different sizes of these things and make sure that you're getting a good seal in your ear. And the way that you fit these things in your ear is you need to compress this rubbery earpiece here and get it good and squished down, and then you insert it into the ear canal, and you leave it there for a few seconds, and then you have the other one in. And if you can't really hear a whole lot with the switch turned off, then you've got a good seal in the ear. If you still hear wind noise, or if you can hear conversation next to you that's not really muffled, then you may need to go up to the next size of the earpiece so that you get a good fit in the ear. These they work really good until they don't. I had these right at a year, and I'd had problems with the earpieces coming apart. When you squish them down a lot and insert and take them back out, it tends to pull the rubber off of the earpiece a little bit. So I'd gotten new earpieces, but then they just pretty well quit working altogether. So I don't know whether it's something with the cord here, or the connection to the earpiece, the pulling in and out, and then the retracting back in there, whether that causes problems or exactly what it was. But it was right past my 1-year warranty when they died, so I was going to have to buy a whole new pair. So I decided to upgrade and get the next step up from these to go to the next one. But my wife has a pair similar to these, and hers has been working fine. May just be I got a bad pair. But with these, they can be just like your normal electronic ones, just will cancel out the sound when it picks up a loud noise. Or they have options available that are Bluetooth connected, so you can connect to your phone, and you can listen to music while you're shooting, or if you need to answer your telephone, instead of having to take your earphones off and go outside the shooting area to be able to talk on the phone, you could answer the call right while you're standing there, and just press the button here on the inside of the neck piece to be able to answer the call. So good options for hearing protection. The non-Bluetooth ones will start probably around the $90 range and go up to around $120, depending on the manufacturer. The Bluetooth connected ones are going to start probably more around the $120, $125 range and go up to probably over $150, depending on the manufacturer and what all gadgets kind of go along with it. Now, the last option that I have, these are the new ones that I've just got. This is the Walker's silencers, and these are just earbuds that you put in, and it's got the same squishy type earpiece that goes in the ear canal, and then it's got a little loop here that holds it into the ear. So, and you want to hold on the outside of these things because they are very touch sensitive. So you squish it down, press it into the ear, and then make sure that this piece is under this little part of your ear, so it helps hold everything in there. And again, with these, you want to make sure that this earpiece is the right size for you, so that when you've got them in, then it's going to block out all the sound that goes with it. I've used these a few times now. They work pretty well for me. Once you get them in, you just put your finger on the flat portion right there at the Walker's logo, and it'll turn it on, and you can hear that it comes on, and you know that they're working for you. Now, they also these are you can get these either non-Bluetooth connected, or you can get them with Bluetooth. These are actually Bluetooth capable here, so you can connect them to your phone. And this one here also has an app that goes with it that works with your phone, and you can adjust the volume of the earpieces on the phone itself. You can see the battery life left in each one of the earpieces, and be able to adjust a couple of things. And they've got different modes that you can use with each with the earbuds to go from different ways of hearing stuff, whether it's going to amplify certain levels of noise, or whether it's going to kind of block more things out and just allow you to hear normal conversations. So a lot of good options with this one. Now, these aren't cheap. They're kind of expensive earbuds, but they're not the most expensive ones out there. These are going to, depending if you can catch them on sale or not, are going to be somewhere around the $225 to $250 range if you have to buy them at full price, or if you can catch them on sale, you may be able to get a lot better deal. But there's other ones out there that are a lot more expensive than what these are. But I really like the way these work so far. They've worked well for me. I can hear normal conversations around, and you can adjust the level of the amplification or the muting of the loud noises on that app on your phone. It works pretty well. And these also, the way this case is designed, when you drop the earbuds back into the case, you can see that red light come on, and these are charging in the case. So the case has a battery backup in it, so it will charge the earbuds when you put them back in the case, and you can close it up, and you see the red lights shining through the case there. And the case has a USB connection that you plug the USB cord into, and then you can plug it into any standard USB outlet and be able to charge up the case and charge up the earbuds at the same time. And you can get a couple of charges for the earbuds off of the case before you have to charge the case back up. So these are really good options for the hearing protection, And again, that was the Walker silencers with the Bluetooth. But a lot of good options there. But you want to at least have the minimal hearing protection and eye protection when you go out to shoot. Don't shoot without eye and ear protection. You want to protect your hearing and your vision, because if you lose either one of those, then it's going to be very hard to be able to continue with the shooting. So a lot of these are all good gift ideas, depending on how much you want to spend for a gift. But if you got somebody in your family that really likes shooting, then these would be a great option to be able to either upgrade their equipment or at least get them some basic equipment if they're a new shooter, so that they have the proper protection while they're out shooting. So take a look at our website, doubleeaglegunworks.com, for more information on each one of these. We've got some blogs on the website that talk about each one. And then we'll have links in the video for each one of the items that we have here, so that you can check those out and purchase them through the link. So check out doubleeaglegunworks.com, and we'll see you next time.